This is the 22 movie collection tab. What? What is up, my movie fanatics, and welcome to another What's Up Doc. I figured this would be a perfect topic for What's Up Doc. Durant Cinema, we all know and love him very much, tagged me in the 22 movie question tag, and I'm actually very excited. If you guys know me at all, I've been watching a lot of these videos. I've seen a lot of the community do these videos, and I just really like these videos. Question number 1 is favorite movie of all time, and that's an easy one, and it has to be Shawshank Redemption. You guys will hear me say this a lot throughout this video, but when I was younger, my mom was really into movies, so she introduced me a lot to a ton of movies growing up. So Shawshank really drew me into movies. It kind of gave me, it was my gateway. It was my door opener to the movie world. Question number 2, favorite scene from that movie, and my favorite scene hands down is at the end when the warden, so spoiler alert here, spoiler, when the warden throws the sculpture, one of the sculptures that Andy Dufresne makes, he throws it and it hits the poster and he sees the little beam of light, and then when he opens it up, I'll show it right here.
Big damn conspiracy, and everyone's in on it, including her.
So as you guys can see, after he rips open that poster, the look on his face is just like total, what did I do? What happened here? I can't believe he's gone. He seemed like a good inmate. He worked for me and he slipped right under my nose. I just love how powerful that is, and then it goes into the whole sequence on how he did it. Question number 3, favorite actor or actresses? I actually listed a lot here because I don't really have a favorite actor or a favorite actress. I have a lot. So just to ramble some off, actors-wise, Ryan Reynolds, Johnny Depp, Chris Farley, Patrick Swayze, and Robert De Niro. We all know how much Blu-ray Dan loves his Robert De Niro, huh? You like him a little bit, Dan? Yeah, that's what I thought, just a little bit. Actress-wise, I love Emilia Clarke, Sandra Bullock, Scarlett Johansson, Eva Green, and Angelina Jolie. Question number 4, most annoying actor and actress. Actor, hands down, has to go to Adam Devine. Anytime I see his face, I want to cut my tongue out of my throat and choke on it. Before I go on into a rant, let's go to actress, and that is Melissa McCarthy. I know some people love her, I know some people hate her. I can't stand her acting. I think she's not talented whatsoever. She's not funny whatsoever. She just annoys the living crap out of me. Question number 5, best director, hands down, Quentin Tarantino. No matter how long his movies are, no matter how much dialogue, I get lost in his films. I remember for the first time I saw Pulp Fiction, my eyes, my mouth, I was just, that exact face, glued to the television. And then I saw Kill Bills. Same thing. This just kept happening. I saw Django in theaters. When I saw Django in theaters, I didn't want to leave the theater. It was so good. I wanted to stay for the next showing. His movies just know how to draw me in. I love movies that make you think. I love movies with a twist. I just love his style in general. Question number 6, favorite guilty pleasure, and that hands down has to go to, I can't believe I'm actually going to say this on camera in front of all of my subscribers and friends, Batman and Robin. Yes, guys, the movie's terrible. It is so terrible, but I love it. I get lost in that movie. It's crap for days. The movie's crap. It is, but I love puns. I love one-liner jokes, and you get more puns and terrible one-liners in that movie than most movies. And it just, for some weird reason, seeing Schwarzenegger give one-liners, and not be serious at all, just makes me smile. George Clooney is terrible as Batman, but I love it. It's so much fun. Yeah, I catch myself watching that a lot. When I'm having a bad day, I throw that in there, and I'm just like, okay, I know I'm going to smile at least 4 times. Not 5, not 3. We're going to go 4. Question number 7, favorite tearjerker has to go to Marley and Me. 1, because it's relatable. I love animals. I love my pets. I have 3 dogs. Well, I consider them all my dogs. I actually have 2 dogs. I have 2 hamsters. I've had guinea pigs, rabbits. I worked on a farm with horses. So I love animals, period. And you can really relate to that because we fall in love with our pets. Basically, they're our kids. And when we share every waking memory and smile and things with them, just like we do with our family and friends, just the end of that movie, man, I'm sitting there, and I think I was the first one, and I'm watching it with, like, Jess and some of her friends, and I was the first one, like, no, I can't take it anymore. Turn it off. Question number 8. Character from a movie that scared you most. As I said, as a kid, my mom introduced me to a lot of movies, horror being her favorite genre. So Regan from The Exorcist, still, to this day, it freaks the living crap out of me. I think I remember watching that, like, the very first time and burying my head in a pillow because the makeup, the pea soup, the vulgar language. Now, I watched it on TV for the first time, so they didn't have the vulgar language, but, But yeah, my mom introduced me at that when I was 10 years old. Scares me. Still scares me. Anytime I see that face, it just scares the living crap out of me because something like that sticks with you as a child, so. Yeah, she's still. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, next question. Moving on. Question number 9. Movie you love that everyone hates. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people hate. Actually, I know a lot of people hate this movie. And that's Man of Steel. If it wasn't for Man of Steel, I would have never saw Batman v Superman. Remember hearing all this hate. People talked smack about it. Well, I got it real cheap at the Target sale. And I really liked it. I liked the dark tone. I liked the action. I don't know. I don't understand why people really hate it as much as they do. I guess I can see some parts, but I personally really, really enjoyed it from start to finish. I've watched it a few times. Man of Steel definitely takes the cake. Question number 10. Movie you hate that everyone loves. And I've talked about this many times. I've slipped it in, so let's just get it off my chest now. And that is The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. I don't see the hype in this film. Either of them. Sorry. I can't stand Bane. I can't stand Christian Bale as Batman. Sorry to all the Batman fans who absolutely adore him. I love the action about the movie, and I love the dark tone, but I just can't stand the rest of it. So, yeah, guys, I've just never really been into it. I don't know. It's just, they were always boring to me. I thought, I don't know. Other than the action, what is there to really like about it? I just think they're overhyped. Question number 11. Favorite movie duo. And that hands down has to go to Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi as the Blues Brothers. Fantastic. My best friend introduced me to that film a long time ago, and we fell in love with him ever since. He actually looks like Dan Aykroyd. Well, he doesn't look like him. You guys know him. He's tall, skinny, and I'm more the Jim Belushi type, where I'm a bigger guy. So, yes, we have always loved doing the dance. We love singing the song. They just work so well together, and it never gets old, that movie. Question number 12, favorite animation movie? Lion King. I mean, who didn't love The Lion King growing up in the 90s? Love the story. I know I had the cassette. I don't know if I had the soundtrack to the CD soundtrack. I know I had the cassette soundtrack. I had it on VHS, DVD, now Blu-ray. My VHS was worn out. I'm done talking about it because I know a lot of people that will agree with me on that one, that The Lion King is one of the best animation movies of the 90s, at least. Question number 13. Actresses you have a crush on. I don't know if I should be telling you with Jess. There's a few that come to mind, so I couldn't really narrow it down to one because I like all three equally. But I think she's beautiful. Alexandra Daddario. I can't say. Here's a picture. I can't say her name. Jennifer Love Hewitt, not the best actress, but I've always found her very sexy. She has a lot of sex appeal. And Emilia Clarke, who I just recently fell in love with by seeing her in Terminator Genesis, and I want to get into Game of Thrones because I heard she's fantastic, but she's very beautiful, and I just love her acting style. Question number 14, favorite movie villain. The villain of all villains in my eyes, Darth Vader. He got me into villains. Question 14, favorite movie villain, hands down, has to be Darth Vader. Darth Vader opened my eyes to villains. Anytime now, I'm very judgmental when it comes to the villain in a movie. And that's because of Darth Vader. The one thing I love most about Darth Vader is how, even though he's a villain, he has a dark side, there is that little spark to him. Of hope, of goodness, and I love that. And also, he has a really interesting story, background. It's just all around, to me, he's a perfect villain. Question number 15, what movies surprised you the most? I would have to say Maggie. I love the whole modern twist on zombies. I didn't expect that. The Boy shocked the living crap out of me. I actually watched it twice in one night. I loved it so much. The Uninvited. Highly recommend that film if you guys haven't seen it. The ending is amazing. And Lucky Number 11, I remember I went to go see that in theaters. Didn't know what it was about. Didn't care. My buddy worked at the theater at the time. Free movie, free popcorn. Let's go check it out. And absolutely loved it. Question number 16. If you could only own one movie, what would it be? Hands down, Lucky Number 11. One, because it's one of those movies that when we saw it in theaters, we recommended it to everybody. All my friends. And then when it came out on DVD, I'll never forget, I showed everybody. But not only that's me and Jess's favorite movie as a couple. I introduced it to her. So we have a lot of memories of that film. And it's just, I just love the acting. I love the twist. There's a lot more to it than just it being a good movie. There's a lot of memories attached to it with friends and Jess. Recommend someone a movie. I have two movies that I highly recommend to everybody, and that is Puncture with Chris Evans, his hands down best performance in a movie, and Running Scared with Paul Walker, very underrated Paul Walker film, fantastic. Both I got super cheap. I know you can get Running Scared in the Walmart bin, and I'm sure you can find Puncture used anywhere. I paid $3 for it at a used shop. It's a fantastic movie. Question number 18. If you could go back in time and marry one actress, who would it be? Elizabeth Taylor. I thought she was beautiful in her younger years. I respect her highly as a person. I respect her highly as an actress. And she's had such a unique life. I would love to go back and live life with her to see what it would be like to see how she really was on a day-to-day basis. And plus, she was beautiful. Question number 19. One remake you wish had never been made. There's two I'm going to put here. Red Dawn and Point Break, because you do not remake Patrick Swayze movies. Enough said. Question number 20. You're about to die. You can only watch one movie. What is it? Lucky Number 11. We all know why. I want those memories to flood in of my family and friends before I kick the bucket. That's simple. Question number 21. Favorite movie genre and favorite movie from that genre. I've never really admitted this. Jess has been fighting me for years on this because I keep admitting and saying that horror is not my favorite genre, but it is. It really is, and that's because of at a young age, as I said, I'll bring this up again. God, I'm bringing it up 10 times this video. But growing up at a young age with parents that loved horror movies, you're going to follow in their footsteps. And I was introduced to some amazing classics. So my favorite movie of that genre has to be Psycho, because that is the movie that got me into Alfred Hitchcock, which got me into horror movies in general. I love Norman Bates. I love the movie. I watched it every year on Halloween for years. I still do. Will revisit it. Not every Halloween now that I do my 24-hour horror challenge, but around that time I will revisit it. And not that it's scary, it's just a well-done movie. It scared me as a kid, but not anymore. And Alfred Hitchcock, he was just a genius. I don't know, like, all his movies are amazing. And after seeing Psycho and then seeing more of his movies like The Birds, Vertigo, Rope, North by Northwest, The Rear Window, those movies all opened my eyes to how much I love horror. Question number 22. What's the first movie you remember watching in theaters? I don't remember. I was young. I used to go to the drive-in a lot, actually. My mom and dad, we would, like, once in a while. That was, like, our thing. We didn't go to the mall that much. We didn't, like, we would go out to dinner and go to the drive-in. So I remember seeing a lot of movies as when I was younger. Lion King, Lilo and Stitch. I was a little bit older, but that was when my brother was young that he wanted to see. But yeah, I would have to say probably Lion King if I had to take a guess. It was the earliest one I could remember. So guys, there are my answers to a 22 question movie tag. I hope you all enjoyed this very much. I had fun doing this. Thank you so much to Durant Cinema. Shout out to you, brother. Go subscribe if you're not already. And now I have to tag 3 more people. And I'm going to tag Blu-ray Outlaw, CP from Will I Like It Reviews, and Phenom Pat. I would love to hear all your guys' answers. If you want to do it, do it. If not, hey, it's just for fun, guys. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up for the series What's Up, Doc. I'm glad it's returned and it's kicking off well. And as always, everybody, take care and happy watching.